But just to give people context of what Echoes of War is or the controversy behind it, is there a way you can like just give us like a small like,
Cool.
brief thing about what it is?
So Echoes of War is a play that was written by Cleo Malala or Cleophas Malala. Cleo Malala was the last senator of Kakamega County, but he is an established playwright. Echoes of War is not his first play that takes a stance on matters related to governance. I think a very popular play is Shackles of Doom, also written by him, also performed, I think, by high school students at Drama Festival. Right. So Echoes of War is basically a play about youth uprising in the face of injustice. It's set in some fictional land somewhere in Arab, that Middle East. That's the word I was looking for. But it really does reflect kind of what we had seen in June last year. Just the battle between the young and the old. Yeah. So this play was set to take place on the stage of Kenya Drama Festivals and to be performed by the heroic, let me call them heroic, Butere Girls. Butere Girls is a high school in Western Kenya. Yeah. So they were the ones supposed to do the play, and they faced a lot of challenges and barriers in bringing this play to the stage. Not only, what we saw on news with the whole standoff between them and the cops. Actually, this problem started like much earlier. From what I gathered from my sources, and you can check my sources in the explainer video I did online. It first started with the play was disqualified basically from the drama festivals, to which I think the school appealed this and the High Court overruled the disqualification. And then after that, the police kind of intercepted with the director, Cleophas Malala, being able to access the girls and help them practice. And then this play was happening in Nakuru County. The competition had now, I don't remember what we used to call it back in my KMF days, but there was different levels. And then there was one time you would actually travel, and then, depending on where it's being held.
Like from district, and then you go to province, and then it was nationals, right?
Yes. But now you see they don't have province anymore, right? So they call it something else.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they went to the level before, was it the level before nationals, Ama Nationals? It was in Nakuru County. So as they were there, they were staying at I don't want to misquote. It was called Kiolale or something, Girls High School in Nakuru. That's where they were staying. I'll confirm. He'll write it here.
Yeah, we'll just put
So as they were staying there, other students were being allowed to practice at night, to rehearse their play at night. But these girls from Butere were told to go to bed. They weren't being allowed to do their rehearsals. Now, this is from the mouths of the Butere girls themselves.
Okay.
They were the ones now just narrating their experience. The day for the performance comes, and let me tell you, this government are bullies. In high school, you're supposed to be dealing with normal bullies. You're not supposed to be being bullied by the state, the government. So can you imagine, after all that, you guys that just want to stage your play and maybe win your trophy? They come the day of the play. First, they've been denied a sound system. Everybody else had a sound system, but them, they turned off the sound for them, and they barred audience members from accessing where the play was being staged. So they're forcing these girls to perform without an audience.
Oh, so there was no audience at all.
And that's why the girls were so sad. As they sang the national anthem, sources say that they cried. They were crying as they are singing. And that's what they did. Instead of performing the play, they went on stage. They sang the national anthem, broke down in tears as they walked off. Damn. Yeah. So that story really struck me. And then, of course, people were like, yay, they were cheering them on because of, that sense of protest and that sense of camaraderie. Other students refused to perform after them. If they're not performing, we're not performing. They dubbed it no butere, no drama. And basically, this caused a lot of cheering them on as they were in the bus exiting the venue. The cops tear gassed them, threw tear gas at a bus with high school students, girls, inside.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And let me tell you, it just takes one of those canisters to enter a window, and the whole bus could have blown up. Those things are dangerous. They're explosive.
Yeah, true.
And
So-
let me just say this. That budget that the government is using on tear gas. How many tear gas canisters? Surely, I want to know. Let them redirect that money into the Social Health Authority
Yeah.
so that people can get their medical bills paid instead of tear gassing high schoolers.
Also many other things that, schools actually need, right? But now, of course, I always have to play my devil's advocate part just to make the conversation interesting and just see like where both parties are coming from. So now I hear like on the play or in the play, there's a section where there's a chant where they're saying like the Ruto must go, which has been something that's being said throughout, like, ever since like we have the July incidents and protests last year up to date. Is that something that's actually in the play or that's just people talking?
I didn't see that in the script that I read.
Oh, it's not there?
I don't think so.
So
But
where
and
what
also,
would be
why
the
would
reason?
it be? I feel like,
So that chant is not in the play.
well,